Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another video today. Today's practice is slightly more chilled vibes than they have been the last few previous videos. We are going to move, we are going to breathe, but we're just going to be a little bit softer, a little bit more mindful, and just really kind of work out the kinks, get out of the head, into the body, and just hopefully leave us feeling really good. So when you're ready, grab anything you feel that would be beneficial for the practice, and let's just come on to hands and knees, tabletop position. So just set yourself up, hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Nice neutral spine to start, and then let's just close the eyes as if we would in any other starting position. And then with the eyes closed, I want you to just begin to move. So maybe that's cat-cow. Maybe you get the hips involved, maybe you get the shoulders involved. Just let yourself get out of your head and straight into the body as you just start to move intuitively. Just let the body move for you, don't think too much about it. And then no rush, but when you feel ready, come back to your steady tabletop position. Go ahead and just tuck your toes under, and then just start to slide your right toes to the back of the mat. Start to press your right toes towards your right heel, towards the back of the room, and then using your right toes, just start to rock forwards and backwards. And just use this moment to work through the wrists, the ankles, so let the movement be quite big and bold. Beautiful, and then eventually find stillness, find center, and just start to slide your right toes all the way out to the right. Bring your right foot in line with the hip, walk your hands slightly further forwards, and then press the floor away. As you breathe in, start to shift your hips and shoulders forwards. And as you breathe out, start to send your bum towards the heel as you melt your chest down to the mat. And we'll do that twice more. So as you breathe in, draw your shoulders forwards. And then breathe out, bring your bum to your heels. One more time, breathe in, shoulders forwards. And then breathe out, bring your bum to your heels. This time, pause. Just let the chest melt down to the ground, feeling that stretch through the right inner thigh. Beautiful, and then breathing in to look forwards. Start to bring yourself all the way up, hands under shoulders. Take your right hand onto your right thigh or shin, look forwards, and then inhale, send your left arm up to the sky. And then exhale, start to side bend over towards the right. And really just feel and enjoy that stretch through the whole left side ribs. Beautiful, and then inhale, extend both arms up to the sky. And then start to lean your hips back so you can bring your hands gently back down to the floor in front of you. Once you're there, start to heel toe or walk that right foot all the way to the front of the mat, bringing yourself into a lizard lunge. So right foot to the outside of the right hand. Start to draw your hips and chest forwards, your shoulders back, and just for a moment linger into that left hip flexor. Maybe find a little sway from side to side or a few circles here. Beautiful, and then eventually find center, find stillness if you found movement. Tuck your left toes under, pop up onto your fingertips. Take an inhale, draw your chest forwards, maybe lift the gaze. And then exhale, start to straighten your right leg as you send your hips back and fold into the center of the mat for this half split shape. Two more like that. Breathe in, bend your knee, lift your chest. And then breathe out, straighten the leg, fold. One more time, breathe in, shoulders back, chest forwards. Breathe out this time, fold, linger. Draw the right toes towards you, take a breath in. And a breath out. Really nice. Start to lift the gaze. Re-bend into your right knee and then start to lift your left knee off the floor. Start to walk your hands towards the long edge of the mat, turning 10 toes in, heels out. Once you're there, breathe in, lift your chest. And then breathe out, just fold over the legs. You can find stillness. Maybe you start to bend into one knee and then the other knee, finding a little sway from side to side. Just feel into the body, notice what's going on, notice what you want to do. Beautiful. And then if you found movement, let's meet back in center. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And then look over to your left foot. Start to walk your hands around. Frame your left foot at the back of the mat. Plug your right palm flat to the ground. And then inhale, send your left arm to the sky, finding a twist. Making a fist with that left hand and just circling the wrist out a few times. Just going both directions. Beautiful. And then find stillness. Take an inhale, try to turn the chest a little more. And then exhale, left hand down to the floor. Inhale, step back to a high plank position. And then drop your knees, keep your hips forwards. And then lower yourself slowly down to the tummy. Untuck your toes, take your hands wider than the yoga mat, popping up onto fingertips. And then as you breathe in, find a wide cobra. Press into the hands, lift your chin, lift your chest. And then just like a wave, exhale, slowly release back down. A few more with the breath. Inhale, rise up, maybe closing the eyes. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale to rise. Exhale, slowly release. One more time, inhale, rise. And exhale, slowly release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, press to tabletop. And then exhale, active child's pose, bum to heels, as you just melt the chest down to the ground. Take a full clearing breath in. And a sigh, let it go. Beautiful. On your next inhale, look forwards, rise up to tabletop. Adjust yourself, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck your toes. And then start to extend your left toes to the back of the room. Press your left heel backwards, stay there. Or again, start to use your left toes to find a nice big dynamic rock forwards and backwards. Just so you're working not only the calf and the hamstring, but the wrists and the ankles. Beautiful. Eventually find center, find stillness. Start to send that left leg all the way out to the left, bringing the left foot in line with the hip. Walk your hands about a handprint in front, look forwards. And then as you breathe in, start to shift your hips and shoulders forwards. And then exhale, bring your bum to your heels, melt your chest down towards the ground. Two more like that. Breathe in, shift forwards. Breathe out, send it back. One more time, inhale forwards. And then exhale, send it all the way back. This time linger, pause. Try to find a little bit more depth, maybe walking the hands forwards. Full breath in. And full breath out. Beautiful. Inhale to look forwards. Start to shift your weight forwards again. Hands come underneath the shoulders. This time take your left hands to the thigh or the shin. Look forwards. Inhale, send your right arm to the sky. Draw your hips forwards. And then exhale, side bends to the left as you stretch and release through that right side rib cage. Beautiful. Let's inhale, extend both arms up to the sky. Start to look down, send your hips back so that you can gently release the hands back down to the ground. Once they land, start to walk or step that left foot to the long edge of the mat at the front, coming into your lizard lunge. So left foot to the outside of the left hand. Once you're there, walk your hands forwards, draw your hips forwards, draw your chest forwards, and then stay in stillness or just find that little sway. Just noticing the right hip flexor, noticing any changes. You got it. And then let's pop up onto the fingertips. Inhale, draw your chest, your heart forwards. And then exhale, straighten your left leg, send your hips back as you fold into this half split variation. 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knees, shoulders back. Exhale, straighten the leg as you fold. Last time here, breathing in, shoulders back, chest forwards. Breathing out this time, pause in that half split. Tailbone draws back and just bow the head down to the ground. Beautiful. Let's look forwards. Rebend the left knee, plant the hands if you need to, and then lift your right knee off the floor. Start to walk yourself back to your wide straddle at the long edge of the mat, turning 10 toes inwards. Once you get there, breathe in, lift your chest, lift your tailbone, and then breathe out, fold right down the center, coming into your variation of this fold, finding stillness, finding movement, any variation. Beautiful. Meeting back in the center. Inhale, halfway lift. Looking over to the front right foot. Start to walk your hands around, framing your right foot. Plug your left palm into the ground and then inhale the right arm to the sky. Turning your chest, drawing that right hip back. And then maybe making that fist with the right hand and just circling out through the wrist. Beautiful. Pausing at the top, take another inhale, turn the chest. And then exhale, right hand down to the floor. Inhale, step back to a high plank. And then look forwards, lower your knees, and then slowly lower yourself all the way between the thumbs. Point your toes to the back of the room. Inhale, find cobra, squeeze the glutes, lift your chest. And then exhale again, that wave as you roll all the way down. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, slowly release. One more time, inhale, cobra. And then exhale, slowly release. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Inhale, press to tabletop. And then exhale, active child's pose, bum to heels, melt the chest down to the ground. Take a full breath in. And a big sigh of relief. Really nice. As you breathe in, look forwards. Let's just come up into a tabletop position. Just once today, let's tuck the toes under, lift the hips and the knees, come into downward facing dog. And really just use this down dog to move around, pedal it out. Take any movements here that you need to do, same as you did in that tabletop, maybe the eyes are closed. Beautiful, and then looking forwards. Bring your right shin forwards, coming into a pigeon stretch, wiggling that left knee to the back of the room. Come up onto your fingertips, take an inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. Stay there or start to fold over into your sleeping pigeon. Maybe make a pillow with the palms or the fists, maybe foreheads onto the ground or a block. Just close the eyes, not a long hold today, but enough to just allow yourself to soften. Taking a quick scan and just releasing any gripping, any tension that you don't need to hold on to. Just taking one more breath in, one more breath out, and then slowly starting to come back up onto the palms. Rolling onto your right sit bone, we're going to turn to face the long edge of the mat. Lift your left toes up and then bring your right heel into your groin area. Take your left hand to the thigh or the shin and then inhale, sweep your right arm up and over. Feel that side body stretch again. Now you can stay here. If you want more of a lower back stretch, take that right hand to the outside edge of the left foot or the little toe edge of the leg or the little toe edge of the foot. Remove your left hand somewhere behind you and then almost pull yourself towards the back of the mat. Close the eyes, adjust the pose, wiggle around, find those sweet spots, and then just linger there. Breathe into those areas that need the most attention. Beautiful. Slowly start to come all the way back up. Turning to face the right legs. Bring your palms to the front of the mat. Tuck your left toes under. Step back into your downward facing dog. Have a little wiggle of the hips. Bend the knees. And then look forwards. This time left shin comes forwards. Back knee drops. Pop up onto the fingertips, inhale, find that lift of the chest. And then in your own time, start to come down into your fold. And just see if for a couple of breaths you can soften. Just really take your awareness to how the body's feeling, where you can release, where you can let go. Let's just take one more breath in and one more breath out. And then slowly start to come back up onto the palms. Leaning into your left sit bone, we're going to turn again to face the long edge of the mat, lifting your right toes, bringing your left heel in towards your groin. Right hands to thigh or shin, left arm extends up and over for that side body stretch. Then again, stay there if that feels good today. Otherwise, turn to the leg, left hand to the outside of the right knee or foot. Remove your right hand somewhere over there and then just wiggle around, find those sweet spots. Adjust your position as much as you need to and just kind of breathe into those areas of tension. Beautiful, and then slowly start to come all the way up. Look over your left shoulder, bring your hands flat to the front of the mat. Tuck your right toes under and then step back into a final down dog, giving the hips a little wiggle. Beautiful, and then press the hands down, take a deep breath in. And a sigh. Lovely, look forwards, inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down to the floor. Untuck your toes, sit your bum to your heels, grow up nice and tall through the spine. We're just going to interlace the fingers here. Take the interlace behind the head and the neck. And then just to release through the upper body a little bit more, take an inhale, drop the head into the palms, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. And then exhale, elbows together, chin to chest, round through the upper back. 2 more like that. Inhale, maybe eyes closed, open the heart. Exhale, round in, chin to chest. 1 more time, breathe in, drop the head, lift up. Exhale, round in, chin to chest. And then bring your head and neck back to neutral, breathe in. And then breathe out, release your hands down onto your thighs, and just for a moment, let your eyes close. With the eyes closed, just take a slow breath in. And gentle sigh, let it go. Just a little bit of breath, close the mouth, inhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, and then exhale for 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 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 2, 3, 4. Empty the lungs fully. Take a full breath in through the nose. And then a big ah, let it go. Just let the breath return to a steady, natural rhythm. Start to bring your hands into heart center, bowing the forehead to the fingertips. Thanking yourself for showing up, taking with you this space, this openness, and this peace off of the mat into the rest of your day and into the rest of your week. As always, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.